day, so, and clearly they're not going to be on holiday, but at least we told you.
Gave you the heads up. Hey, don't forget about our HSN credit card. We make it really, really easy to get VIP deals when you have our card that actually nobody else has access to. If you'd like the details, go to hsn.com to learn more. Okay, now we're going to go in a completely different direction, and I love this because you really represent a variety of looks in your line. And Sheena's, I love her look, the way she designs.
It's been years since we've had any of her designs here at HSN, and these are brand new. This is world launch. You are seeing them for the first time ever, other than us giving you a little preview last week, okay? And it's a brand new concept. Now, Sheena is an artist who works with our collection, but what she does is she's an artist crafter, so she designs the card and then deconstructs it and works backwards, okay? So if I just show you some of there's two options, by the way. There's going to be a fall one and there's going to be a Christmas one. Get used to that. A lot of today is we're going to be talking like that, right?
One's called Timeless Leaves and the other one's called Snowflake.
So the Timeless Leaves is your fall option. So can you see beautiful hand-drawn imagery, but then it's been encapsulated into this wonderful leaf, and then it's tactile because it's actually got all of the embossing built into it. So what you're going to be using, Suzanne, is first of all, you're getting in here for the $29.95, you get this set. Now they're photopolymer stamps. They're not clear acrylic stamps. They are photopolymer. You have to have it to be this detailed, okay? And I will talk about what's on the screen there is you can get extra sets of stamps which then work with the extra pieces I'm going to show you. So the stamp is the first option. You're going to do that. Then you get the die cut that die cuts around the stamp, so it's going to cut out that shape. And then you get the embossing folder, which you then pop the design into the embossing folder to give it the pattern. Now, if you love that design with the squirrels, you can go for the extra set of stamps. You've just seen it there flash up on the screen. That has two more leaf shapes. So you've already got the embossing folder, you've already got the die set. You're just going to use these other two sets of stamps, and the two sets of stamps always photopolymer, and again that die cut's going to cut over. Now your first option is I think these are lovely because this is actually nice for Christmas to go in with your leaves, but the leaves was the autumn one. If you're going for the Christmas option, which is your snowflake option, it's the same concept again. So you can see that, I mean, this is such a detailed snowflake, Suzanne, really, really detailed, all hand-drawn and illustrated by Sheena. She's done you this gorgeous design. Then you get the snowflake that cuts around outside the design, and then you're going to get the embossing folder, which allows you to emboss the pattern either on its own as a background or the snowflake.
That is drop dead gorgeous.
Isn't it? But then if you've invested in this, so the $29.99, you've got the embossing folder, you've also got that lovely die cut piece. There's the two extra versions of the stamps if you want to go for. Now these are all online, or you saw the details flashing up on the screen. This is where, look at this. I mean, this just makes me think of the Polar Express, the little kids sitting looking out the window. Or you've got that gorgeous scene with the little robin, and you've already got the die cut pieces that go with it.
That's great.
They're just beautiful. Aren't they lovely? Magnificent.
And guys, it's such a different concept. Just for me to get my hands on these embossing folders, I'd want this. They're just amazing.
Do you want me to show you how it's going to work?
Sure,
okay,
please.
Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start. Let's do the fall one, right? Okay. So I'm just going to pop here a little bit of. I'm going to use the stamping platform, and I'm going to take this. Now, remember what I said. These are not clear acrylic stamps. They are photopolymer stamps. So it is a much higher quality production of stamp. You couldn't get artwork like this replicated if you did it on an acrylic stamp. You just wouldn't get the detail, right? So let's have a little look. I'm going to pop that down on the base. I'm going to pick this up, and then just using one of our, I like a finessing pad because it gives you all of that little detail, right? So can you see there? This is where you're getting the benefit. It's not a computer, like a vectorized image. It is hand-drawn with all of that hand shading. So if you like your cards to look like, I mean, if you're like me, Suzanne, I love the idea of being an artist, and I couldn't be further from it, right?
Me too.
So I don't have all of that kind of artistic skill to be able to draw something like this, but it doesn't matter when you can stamp and get that sort of detail.
Gosh, that's gorgeous.
I mean, isn't that incredibly
funny if you
detailed?
stopped there and did very little more. It's just
You'd be quite happy.
Yeah.
Do you know, do this in some of your water reactive inks and then just draw the colour out a bit, and they're fabulous, right? Then what you're going to do is you're going to take that die, and the die, if you look, just lines up perfectly around the outside. So that will then cut it out, ready for you to do all of your embellishing with. Now, what I've done is I've used one of the other stamp sets. So bear in mind, you've got that die now. If you go for the main kit, you've got that die. You can use one of the other stamp sets. This is one of the other stamp sets that we've die cut and then coloured. But then that is going to fit inside your embossing folder, because you literally take it. You can either use the embossing folder on its own, or if I pop the die cut piece inside the embossing folder, it's just going to emboss that lovely pattern of the leaf on it. So that one there, you can see I've embossed the pattern of the leaf on, and then that has just been used on the front of a card here. Really beautiful. I mean, the designs are absolutely stunning. And I just think, yes, they're more involved cards, they're more intricate cards, but the amount of people I know who are really looking to, how do I take my artwork to the next level? This is not your kind of simple card making. This is your in-depth illustrations making just beautiful designs.
Well, but if you have any of your Spectrum Noir markers, and we love how they blend, this is where you use all those techniques with the Spectrum Noir markers to do that look too. Or even if you want to do something really basic with it, I loved it in black and white, to be honest with you.
Did you?
That was
to be
beautiful.
honest, it's when you see that stamped image and you realise just how detailed